Andrew said, hey, my PC, he's going to be way at the top of the credits. He's going to be the main character. Your character, he's going to be, way down at the bottom of the credits. He's going to be Policeman 1. That's going to be your character, Policeman 1. Shut the fuck up. Do you play a lot of like published adventures or?
When I first started, I did, but not now. I do a lot of theater of the mind. I think that to me that's why I gravitated when Matthew introduced me to World of Darkness, and the storytelling system to me is more my way of playing. Because I mean, you've seen what I've done with Jasper Claps. I mean,
yeah.
I like to perform. I like to bring personality.
One of the best role players I've ever seen.
And well, thank you, Barnes.
You are.
Shit. And that's well, I like your miniatures. Oh, we need another beer. Anyway.
Word.
Cheers. And yeah, so that was kind of why I gravitated towards that, and that's why I kind of like this system here, because it's the same thing. It's not heavy on the mechanics.
That reminds me a lot of Iron Crown's Middle Earth system, or
MERPS.
Yeah, or basic role play. Actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave it a quick look. I didn't read the whole thing.
You didn't like it?
No, I did like it.
You did?
I just didn't read the whole thing.
Why are you saying it like that, man?
Well, I had to wrap it. I couldn't give it too much.
I like that shit so much I gave it away. Oh, okay, but you got a copy too?
No. I read yours for a little bit before I gave it to you.
All right.
He's like, isn't that for your friend? Yeah, all right.
He's not gonna care. Dude, that's awesome. All right, so, I wrote some questions down. I'm trying to think about what was the first question that I have a question for you.
First question was,
what was it?
Favorite Andrew Wood moment, was it?
What was your favorite Andrew Wood moment?
My favorite Andrew Wood moment, my favorite Wood WWAD moment is monkey ass troglodyte. And my second favorite is recent.
What was that?
Andrew said, hey, my PC, he's going to be way at the top of the credits. He's going to be the main character. Your character, he's going to be, way down at the bottom of the credits. He's going to be Policeman 1. That's going to be your character, Policeman 1. Shut the fuck up. Man at newsstand, that's your character.
Yo, man, he was talking some shit, and I said this in another video, but I'll say it again, man. He uses hip-hop lingo.
Oh, yeah.
But in the weirdest way ever, man, because, he's got that whole Virginia vibe,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he'll come up with mark-ass bitches.
Mark-ass bitches.
Mark-ass bitches.
The jack on you. All right, bro.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Fuck in the South, man.
I'm
gonna run on you in fucking Farmers Boulevard or something.
He was talking shit on his page. I was like, shut the fuck up, man. You know your ass is looking at the cow right now. He was like, I'm on the cow and I'm throwing up gang signs.
He talks like he's like or something.
Dude, he fucking Aaron is a trip, man. He had me rolling.
No doubt, he does. He gets my whole party rolling, actually.
Oh, do y'all watch them together?
I put him on.
Uh-huh.
Just so they have to hear what he has to say.
They have no choice.
No.
It's Andrew Wood time, fellas.
I just hope it sinks in,
Oh,
we got people
shit.
trying to play Warforged with elf backgrounds and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Why? That's not real, is it?
No, it's real. I mean, not
Somebody
not
tried to...
No, that particular instance, no.
Oh.
I mean,
Wait, let's talk about Warforged. Why don't you like them for real?
I can't stand them, man.
Why?
I just don't think they belong in fantasy. I mean, it's not
But constructs do.
Those are different, though. Those are like, you're not talking about living entities, really, as a sense of sentience.
But, okay, but do you think possession belongs in fantasy?
Yeah.
Well, what about possession of inanimate objects?
All right, well, that's different.
That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
we were talking about an extraterrestrial being that's possessing your toaster or whatever.
But, yo, man, I guess so. I just think that a Warforged is plausible, considering the fact that constructs exist and that...
Sure.
I mean, it's just a matching of two different aspects of fantasy.
Sure. I mean, it's taking C-3PO and putting him in fantasy. You know, like he supposedly became sentient after not having his memory loss.
That's true.
You know, whatever. And a lot of people argue they have a lot of disadvantages or whatever. They just don't give me the feel at the table that I want. It just breaks immersion for me. You know, like, so you're what? You're a living robot? What?
That takes us to immersion.
All right, let's go to
We
immersion.
were talking about immersion, man.
Good old immersion.
Fucking immersion. What is everybody talking about immersion for?
I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, immersion's like relative. You know, like when you're reading a book, like how much you get into it is how much you get into it.
That's the analogy my wife used. She said, immersion is this way. You could read a book and hate it. And I could read a book and fucking love it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the amount of time and emotional investment I put into that book affects me in a different way than it affects you.
Absolutely.
So her whole point is that immersion has nothing to do with game masters or dungeon masters, because really the same game master can present the same game to 5 different players. One of them can be fully immersed and the other 4 could just be like, this fucking game sucks. Mm-hmm. So immersion, in my opinion, is really a personal choice to immerse oneself into a game.
Now, some people may take a little bit more of verbal play or wordsmithing to find that immersion. Some people might take more character sketches, or they might take the more miniatures. Who the fuck knows? But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, some people might need to be hooked into the matrix.
I think what we're saying is that there are a lot of contributing factors to immersion that can affect different types of players at different levels, but ultimately, it's not really... Immersion is fundamentally a personal choice, and it's a personal choice, and it has a lot to do with taste and play style and everything. So
I mean, we could be watching the same movie,
you
know, of mutual interest
at the same time.
At the same time, and you could say, "Yo, Barnes, I want to make a role-playing game out of that," and I'll be like, "Really?
Why?
Why?
It sucks." No, I totally get that. I think that's kind of the vibe that I got about the whole immersion scene. Now, all due credit to Runeslinger. Have you watched him?
Yeah, man.
Dude, Runeslingers. All right, we got to talk about 2 channels that are no fucking joke. Runeslinger and Immersion Play.
Both no joke.
Holy shit.
I haven't gotten an actual chance to watch a lot of their videos. I don't know how many videos they have, actually, so I probably watched a fair amount, percentage-wise, but...
yeah, no joke. I don't even know.
Both of those dudes, like, they take it to another level.
Like, if those 2 got into a conversation with the Spirit Coyote...
Spirit Coyote.
I think my brain would fucking explode.
Spirit Coyote, I gotta look a lot of shit up when I'm talking to him. I need a dictionary of shit there.
Dude, I did that fucking video on elitism, and he just got heated, boy. He was like, woo! He was like, no, your perspective is blah, blah, blah. He was like associating me with fucking horrible shit, government and bad shit. He was like, your perspective is biased. I was like, dude, don't fuck with the Spirit Coyote. You can't.
Can't fuck with him.
Yo, the Spirit Coyote is so smart.
He's got a vocabulary, I'll tell you that much.
That it's counterproductive to read what he writes.
All right.
What are you doing, dude? He's just...
He cracks me up, though. Like, I can really, like, wow out with him in the comments. I can say anything
I got to the point where all I'm doing is just liking his shit. I'm like, yo, I'm with this dude. I have no idea what the fuck he just said, but I'm sure it's pretty right.
Thumbs up.
Yo, hey, Spirit Coyote, man, you are a fucking genius.
Hell yeah,
dude.
bro.
Yep.
Spirit
Coyote. Best fucking commentator in the entire brigade.
Hands down.
There's another one. Tikadu, is that his name?
Tikadu.
Tikadu, he's good too, man.
Yeah.
He's no joke. He'll bring it too.
One of my personal favorites, and he's also shared a lot with me, is Battle Bunnies 1979. He's been.
I never encountered him. He's a commentator?
Yeah. He used to make RPG videos, but now he has mostly video game. He had in the past a couple RPG videos.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's definitely in the Brigade.
Oh, okay. I
Big
gotta
time,
subscribe to that dude. I didn't even know.
I mean, you're gonna see mostly like Let's Plays, video games, or whatever right now. But
Uh-huh.
he had mentioned something about making more RPG videos.
What channels do you watch that are not in the Brigade? Because not many, right?
Dungeon Bastard, Geek Seekers.
Dungeon Bastard's funny, dude.
Robert Porter, Lewis Porter. He's a
Lewis
game
Porter,
designer.
Yeah.
Jonathan Wick
Mm.
has his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Cordell has a channel. Sean K. Reynolds has a channel.
Mm.
Clinton Boomer has a channel. I watch a lot of game designer channels.
Mm.
They're not that as nearly as active.
You watch what are they called? The Onyx Path.
No.
They got some good stuff about World of Darkness. They usually give like presentations, like all the stuff
What's
that they put in the comments. The Onyx Path.
Onyx Path?
Yeah, they're the company that publishes World of Darkness. That shit is bad, man. They really bring it.
I don't watch Machinima.
Oh, they destroyed YouTube. When I first got on, like started with the Brigade, I was subscribed to Machinima, and it just got to the point where my like your subscription page. If you click on, in this particular case, in the new YouTube, if you click on my subscriptions, you get everybody's newest post.
Right.
But like in the old time, it was just they were just giving it to you. They were like, "This is what everybody posts," and everything I had was Machinima. I was like, "Fuck, these people are not stopping.
Not stopping.
What the fuck?"
There's a bunch of other like mini wargamer channels I'm subscribed to.
Mini Wargaming is good. I like them.
Blue Table.
Blue Table Painting.
Yeah.
Oh, they deserve a fucking
yeah.
cheer.
Blue
Blue Table Painting. If you even think to watch this video, you're fucking awesome. They're in Utah. You don't think they're awesome?
No, I think they're awesome. I don't think they're gonna watch.
They better fucking watch. I'll unsubscribe. I will unsubscribe you, Blue Table Painting.
Yeah, so those are the channels. I actually Equals 3 I watch.
I never heard of that.
Ray William Johnson. He's a
Ray William John. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think like
Equals
those are the
3.
big ones. The big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Equals 3. That's his
Yeah.
symbol.
yeah
Yeah. Okay.
comedian dude or whatever.
He's kind of weird looking though.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Got a weird face. I mean, I'm weird looking, but he's really weird looking.
I mean, whatever.
I'm just big and fat.
He's a short little dude. Looks Hispanic or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Indian.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think that's why he looks weird though. But
I know. I think it's his eyes, bro.
Were you saying something?
It's there. It's there.
Oh,
that
God.
shit is there. I don't know what it is, but it's fucking something there. That's why he's got so many subs. What the fuck else? You watch any of Felicia Day or anything like that?
You know, I did for a little while, then they don't talk about anything I really want to see. So
Whatever happened? You heard about what happened with that guy who used to work at I don't know what website it was, but he was like Felicia Day is a glorified like.
oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you heard about that? That's fucked up. They got that dude fired.
Okay, what the hell was that about?
He called her a glorified like convention girl.
That's kind of funny, actually.
I'm not saying that it's true.
It's still funny.
This is funny as hell, man. I don't know. I was laughing when I heard that shit, and they fired that poor motherfucker.
Vin Diesel role plays.
I think that's cool. I think Vin Diesel role playing is cool. But he had said something that I thought was really interesting. He said that he role plays with artists. Like, could you imagine getting a bunch of performing artist majors?
I mean, well,
Damn, that'd be too much drama.
I think he's an actor, so.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about getting like 5 fucking actors together. Would you even have to roll?
I couldn't imagine having 5 of you in one room.
That's fucked up! That shit is not getting edited. That is not getting edited. That shit is staying right in there.
No, but
Damn.
I feel you, man. You know, he's
Yeah.
really into it, though. He's got his character tattooed on his back.
That's deep. That's Dungeons and Dragons deep.
Yeah, it is.
No, I like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I wish I saw that.
That shit is amazing to me, man.
That's what I hear, man.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I
I
don't
was
got
busy
cable.
buying minis. That's what you're asking.
Exactly. I ain't got no cable. I got minis.
You ain't got shit but minis.
That's it.
No, man. Just Game of Thrones is just, so good. What else is there? I guess that's kind of like all I watch. And then I watch like...
I used to watch The Tudors a lot. And
I never got into that. I never got into Spartacus.
I used to find my way. Like scenes from that would find its way into my role-playing games.
Oh,
I'll
yeah?
do that a lot. I'll watch a movie like right now.
Uh-huh.
I've been working an angle with Rosemary's Baby, Black Death, The Last Exorcist. You ever see that?
You won't fucking make me want to go to church.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The Last Exorcist is about this con man who shows up at a real exorcist and doesn't know what to do.
Well, that's boring.
And then like he finds out
Rosemary's Baby was pimp. Oh,
it's the
that
same
was...
kind of thing because
Oh,
when he
okay.
gets there, like he realizes like the whole town's in on it.
Oh, okay, all right.
And Black Death is kind of the same thing. It's these like group of knights to go out and they check this little hamlet out outside of like
Mm-hmm.
Italy somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And the Black Death hasn't hit there yet. And when they get there, there's no signs of the Black Death, but everyone's a Satan worshiper.
Fucking Andrew would love that shit.
Me and Andrew actually have some very similar taste in games. The only thing I like knight types. Hey, I don't think he likes knight types as much as I do.
Well, okay, so you like questing as a knight.
Yeah, I like Arthurian tales.
Arthurian tales, okay.
And a knight archetype gives me a lot to work off of. Like I can divide them and like unite them along a lot of different lines, and so I can make national knights, who all like believe in the same king, or I can make
Right.
knights about religion, and I can unite them in different ways and mix and match them. So I can have like, knights of the new religion in the same national group as knights of the old religion.
Yeah, so you just like the knight theme, but different flavors of that theme.
Sure. Yeah. Samurai, whatever.
You consider, I guess samurai would be a knight. That'd just be-
Cavalier.
Yeah, cavalier. What else?
Paladin, Crusader. You can even fit a ranger into a knight archetype or a fighter if you wanted to.
Knights.
Drinking?
Drinking.
Drinking the knights. What's your favorite archetype?
The high warrior monk.
All right.
I like the idea that the human body is a weapon, and it doesn't need to be associated with anything that it touches. That I am so fucking badass that I could just smack you and you will die.
See, I like
And I also like the religious aspect too. I like how you can overlap a religious mythos on top of a high warrior monk, sort of like Shaolin monks were, so like that. I really like Asian style gaming.
See, my players are similar in mind, and I prefer Western European.
Mm-hmm.
So like the best role player in my group is Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him a couple of my videos.
Mm-hmm.
He actually studied at the Shaolin Temple in New York.
Right.
And he prefers the monk class,
Yeah.
which is a class that I'm not really all that keen on.
Alignments are big for high warrior monks, just like
Sure.
paladins, and I dig that shit. I like, people hate alignment because they say it's a restriction against role playing, but to me, I like the challenge.
Exactly, dude.
I like that. I mean, I want to be able to be like, because I know what I would do if I was in a specific situation, but my character cannot fucking do that, and that requires me to step out of myself and say, how do I role play against this specific character concept and make it work? And to me, that challenge alone makes it role playing. It's really at that particular point role playing.
I'm gonna agree. And
So,
like,
yeah.
monks give me something now. What I can do with the monks is similar for the knight. I can give them an order, I can give them structure, I can give them somebody a quest, something they believe in,
Right.
somebody that they have to answer to, and I dig that because that gives me a lot to work off of and puts them into a structure immediately.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't like about monks,
What's that?
why I got a weapon.
Huh?
Why'd I make a weapon? Why'd I bother making all my time learn how to use a sword when I could just get my ass kicked by a monk who it's the same level as I am?
Yeah, but you could use that principle of thought. Like, you could use that thinking for real monks.
Well, that's different.
I mean, but just, no, it's not. Think about it. Think about a real monk in China. He is a master of the sword, the staff, or whatever discipline he takes, but he doesn't fucking carry one around with him. He goes around and walks around and does his fucking monkey thing.
His monkey ass troglodyte.
I'm just serious, man. I mean, you don't have to. the whole idea that you have to carry the weapon that you master is not the situation. I like being a high warrior monk and being in a situation where the weapon that I have mastered or something similar to its construct, like if I'm a master of the staff, but nothing's around me, but there's a fucking long tree branch there, and I could fucking pick it up and do something with it, at least with some, penalties, but still I could try. I mean, there's just that whole idea that I could be a master of one thing, but it's not the master of me.
All right, so to break it down, my main problem with monk is they're better without weapons in them, with them. Now, I think if I found a real monk, he's going to kick my ass worse with the sword than he is with his hands.
I think that's a flaw in the system, though.
Okay.
I'll agree with that. I think that's a flaw in the system. And I think that it's something that power gamers or people that do play monks take advantage of.
All right.
I think there's always something that can be taken advantage of in each specific character class. And in monks, that is it. I believe that's one of it.
In Dungeons and Dragons, I feel that there's this thing, and I labeled it seesaw balance.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is that when my fighter at first level is way up here, my wizard's way down here, by the time they get to 20th level...
they switch.
They switch.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that's a testament to the fact that once you reach a specific level... I mean, there was, I think, a D&D Puzzle of the Week. Who was it that put the video out that said that playing at level 20, like playing epic characters was actually doable? I think it was
PhD.
Yeah, PhD. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's coming out with a lot of stuff. I haven't had a chance to catch enough of his stuff.
But I think that brings your point to the next level, which is where that imbalance takes place, is because at some specific point when you reach epic, you have to think about how you're going to construct the games differently. You can't use that same routine of we're going to go fight the bad guys. And I think that, like, for example, fighters are fucking useless at level 20 compared to magic users. But the point is that how do you, as a GM or a DM, create a game that complements that reality? Because you did the same thing at first level. At first level, the fighters were kicking the fucking ass, and the magic users sucked, and you didn't seem to mind. But why at 20th level do you seem to feel that it's unplayable?
Well, only because, like, all right, so 20th level, I'm a magic user. I could be curating the den by playing.
Yeah, I just think...
My fighter could be ruling a kingdom.
But that's where I saw some commentary on his video that was pretty poignant, where it said that you have to create... I think the Spirit Coyote might have even said this.
Figures.
Where he had said that at 20th level, his concentration shifts from conquering to ruling. And I think that's where a lot of political gameplay can come into D&D. Where I
feel D&D lacks that.
Yeah, but that's, I think, where maybe and I spoke to PhD and I said, you have to put a video out, because he was like all about it. He was like, epic gameplay is possible, it's plausible, and it can be fun. And I was like, put a video out that shows how to make it so. And he had me thinking. I was like, it's possible.
I've always wanted to. I haven't had epic play since the Immortal sets in D&D Basic when I was a kid.
I ain't never had it. I've never had it. I never got to the point where I was like, every fucking thing that was thrown out at me, I survived. At some point in time, I died. I was just like, oh well. Or it was a self-sacrificial thing or something. But never have I just said, I've made it to level 20 and I'm ready to be this demigod.
Where do you draw your characters from?
Illustrate them?
I mean, like, inside. Like, where do you...
When I improv them, I think a lot of the stuff that when I'm role-playing comes from obviously from movies.
Right.
I mean, a lot of... I think that I get more out of comedy than I do out of drama. But to me, comedy is so much more penetrating. That's why when I did Jasper Claps, I just reached in and I just brought that out, because I think that comedy...
Can you summon him a little bit?
Who? Jasper
Can you summon him?
What the fuck are we on? What is that? Inside the Actors Studio? Can I speak to Jasper Claps now?
Jasper.
All right, let me see. why am I sitting here drinking this fucking beer? It's not a lager. It's a lager, but it's just, it doesn't look right. Are lagers supposed to be made in America, or what? Who does this? Why is this happening? And why am I being required to drink it and consume it? And who the fuck are you? Why are you sitting next to me and having... Oh, it's so exhausting.
Where did he come
I
from?
have no idea, dude. It just that's like Monty Python mixed with every British sitcom that I've had my opportunity to get my hands on.
See, when I sat, like, first of all, I got a buddy who looks like you.
Okay, yeah.
So, I'm sitting there watching you do this. I had never heard you speak before.
Right.
And then, he speaks, and I'm like, 718, what the fuck? Like, where did this come from?
No, I think, like, Jasper Class actually came... This is the story of Jasper Class. My buddy Arnell has his, he's on Facebook, and he put out a comment. He said he was doing something. He's in an acting studio, and he was like, I need a name for my character. So I was like, what about Sir Reginald Jasper Claps III? And he's just like, that's fucking hilarious. I'm using that. So he was like, okay. So then Matthew, not even like a day later, he puts out, we're going to do the Munchausen thing. So I was like, fuck it, I'll put Sir Reginald Jasper. But then I was like, it's going to be improv, so I'm not going to be able to stick to the same subject. So he's going to be the Lord Chief Justice of Withering Plots. He's never going to be able to stay on the same subject. He's always just going to fucking...
Withering Plots.
Yeah, he's always just going to be going on for fucking no reason. And that's where he came from. So he's just like an exorcism of my inner demons. He's just fucking crazy.
See, what I'll do is I'll find a character,
Mm-hmm.
like a character concepts.
Mhm.
Like, I don't get to play that often. So the
Right.
last character I played was Picard Swill in Aaron's game.
Mm-hmm.
And I took Mackenzie Kirk, the actor. Do you know who he is?
Yeah. I know who Mackenzie Kirk is. Go ahead.
And I'm thinking, all right, well, this guy's kind of a coward. He's like, all right, you go on ahead, and I'll sit here and I'll guard the horses. Somebody has to guard the horses, don't
Right. Right.
So he's very much a character of coward and
Right.
reluctant hero, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And actually, I got that character from Jonathan Livingston's sequel, Tales of a Reluctant Messiah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Like my NPCs, I'll draw a lot from like stories that I like. So in terms like, I've borrowed from King Arthur so many times I can't even.
When I'm NPC, when I'm GMing, I'm fucking out of my mind. I'm possessed. Like, if I'm playing a dwarf, dude, it's just fucking get out of my way. Because it's not... I'm not going to fucking sit there and be like, and the dwarf says... No, it's going to be like... What are you talking about? Just like, just gritty and angry, and you gotta just... And the players are there going...
Booming voice, right?
Yeah, they're going, oh, and that was one thing that me and Samuel G started talking about when he started speaking about the Hand of God.
Samuel G?
Yeah,
I can't figure out where he's from.
I think he's from Canada. He's either French-Canadian or he's from France.
French-Canadian.
Yeah. So
he can't be too far.
No, he can't be. We might go see fucking
Let's go
Samuel
see
G. We're gonna see you,
Samuel
Samuel G. But it's snowing up there, bro. Not right now. We'll be there in the summer, brother. But he had said something about the Hand of God, and I think that he asked me a question because I said that even though I can't create immersion, because I really don't think that I can, I think that people take that upon themselves. Mm-hmm. My best effort, what I do vocally, contributes to the success of that immersion. And if I'm portraying a character in a way that is just so passionate and just, if I'm conveying an elf, and everything that I say when I'm speaking as an elf is just sly and soft.
Right.
Just like that, just people just kind of, they want to fucking hate you, like, because...
Who is this pompous ass?
You son of a bitch, and you haven't even said anything wrong yet,